Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I am Bob, and I am here for another episode of Age of Wonders 3. And when we last left this world, whatever it is, Hyrule, I guess, Karzan was doing what he does best and smashing machines into splinters. And yeah, the Dreadnought attacked me with like, I don't know, 5 armies here or something like that. I think it was 4 armies. He can only hit me at most with 4 armies the way I'm currently positioned. And I pretty much took them all out. Did lose a giant, which I forgot about that, but handled it otherwise pretty well. I'm kind of hoping he continues to just throw stuff at me. I was looking through your comments, and the general consensus seems to be, after seeing that mass of an attack happen so quickly, probably better to not get too crazy and send Karzan's army off by himself. We know Ferric is right over here. I think I'm being, well, I mean, obviously the AI isn't smart enough to do this, but it feels like I'm being baited into a trap. I'm not going to bite. I'm going to wait and see what happens. I feel like I took out the bulk of the units he had in this area. The reason he was able to get them on me so fast, let's take a look at this for a second. So, well, it's not suppressed nature. Great mobilization. Caster's machine units gain more movement and just generally become more powerful. The engineer and musketeer also gain movement, so it's all his machines can move around the map really fast right now, and that's how something I have to take into account before I go recklessly charging with Karzan is that it could be very easy for that army to get surrounded. And although Karzan is good, that army's not going to handle 6 stacks of juggernauts if they all gang up on me. So I'm going to hold ground with them for now, let Orange continue to throw stuff at me, and see how that goes. Although I do want to reposition some units here, and that's where I want to start with the comments this week. So the first one came from a commenter, and I apologize, I can't pronounce the name. I'm afraid at best I can speak a little bit of Russian, and that's not even that much. So, but I want to reposition some of this because this particular comment basically said that I should take the Wraith, who has healing, and add him to Karzan's army for a turn. The Wraith is pretty full on health. He's not maxed out, but I would rather put the Wraith with Karzan for this turn and take advantage of that healing because both my Priest and this Firstborn are in need of quite a bit. And then what I can do, I also realized that I need to take Farron and the Cadaver and move them together onto another tile just so the Cadaver doesn't die. And then the Reanimator can kind of help heal the Bone Dragon. We got one more Knight of the Angry God left, which has been irritating, but the more I think about that, that's actually hurting the Dreadnought more than it's hurting me, so I guess I'm okay with it. Actually, I guess I kind of wish it would continue for that reason. Alright, and then we got a ton of notifications. I'll get to those in a second. For now, let's go next to Sarah Feingold, who correctly pointed out that even after losing all those units, the Dreadnought's army still took a very long time to complete their last turn, which suggests that he still has a lot of units out there, which just adds to my decision, I think, to stay put for now and see what else he throws at me. He was very aggressive in trying to get this city, so hopefully that works out in my favor. This also, sorry, that was actually something I've already covered. Casper Eklund said Farron making cadavers and Corpus Furia can prevent True Resurrect. I actually forgot about True Resurrect being a thing. I killed so many machines in that battle, he didn't really bother resurrecting anything, if there were any living things in the battle. I know there was at least one irritating halfling. But basically, True Resurrect relies on you being able to cast it on the corpse of a fallen unit. And if I turn that unit into a cadaver or use Corpus Furia to explode the corpse, then they have nothing left to True Resurrect. So an interesting little trick there that I might be able to make use of going forward. I'll try to keep that in mind. Again, that was Casper Eklund. Red Marut noted that slain heroes dropped loot in Fug, which is down underground. I already had a quick look through these, and I mean, they're right there. To be honest, none of this particularly is appealing to me, and I don't know that it's even worth sending stuff around to heroes at this point. Because their inventories are all pretty cluttered. But if I ever do get another hero down here, I'll just probably sell all that off. I really wish you could just sell it with units. Like, why can't they just pick it up and go sell it somewhere to some guy? I don't know, but I'm stuck with them for now. Blurry Inner Vision said I can use flying units like cherubs to take advantage of bad walking unit AI around walls. That's a good point. So he's referring to this battle where I had those cherubs, which are all dead now because the undead launched a pretty big attack on this city. The cherubs, by simply flying over the wall, can bait units to run after them, and then they can fly back over the wall, and those units will just go back to attacking, I don't know, a gate or a weak point or something like that. Good way to just mess with the AI and squeeze a little bit of extra performance out of the battle. I actually could have probably lost less units in this fight had I remembered to do that. From Soterion, we have Armageddon with Spirit Elementals is very strong, also increases the chance to inflict daze. I've been wanting to cast Armageddon for some time. Of course, I don't have it yet, but I'm still researching, or in the process of researching. I'm actually not going to select research on this turn yet, but Armageddon makes these guys, I didn't even think about this, but it makes that Inflict Daze ability more likely to trigger because it checks against spirit resistance. So it just makes these guys absurdly powerful. The only unfortunate thing is it doesn't help me out against machines, but it would help me out against the undead quite significantly. So I will, again, try to keep that in mind as I go forward. I think Armageddon is something I'll probably try to cast once once Green, the wizard here, is dead. I can never find this Naga City when I'm looking for it. There it is. Once Green is dead here. And I'll actually talk about this little situation in just a second. Impregnable said it is too risky to charge. Suggested you... Okay, so he was talking about Carson's army. I've actually already gone over that, but that was advice from Impregnable and others, basically saying, hold ground with Carson, don't do anything too crazy, and we'll see what the Dreadnought throws my way. I'm in a relatively safe-ish position to defend. That is all the comments for this episode, so let's jump right into the action here. I've got a problem here. I've got Green down here causing trouble, and I looked at this for a while. On the one hand, I don't want to fight this battle right now, because I just spent all my casting points killing the Pyrrhix units, and I'd be going up against a sorcerer who would have a lot of casting points of his own. On the positive side, Ganon's army allies are surgeons, so even if I lose stuff, it'll come back. Plus, my units are just straight up better, and I can actually do some healing as well right off the bat. So I think I am going to go ahead and try to take this out. These units aren't that good. I got to watch out for Inflict Stun on his apprentices, of course. But otherwise, nothing too scary here. Well, plus the Eldritch Horror, but I can handle him. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take these guys out while they're standing right here at my doorstep. Fly in with this dude. It says closely matched. Like I said, if some of Ganon's units fall, it's not the end of the world. I am kind of hoping he doesn't have Chaos Rift or anything crazy like that. If he does, well, if he does, things are going to get messy. But I haven't seen him use it yet, so... Alright, he's going to go with... That's one the computer uses a lot, Static Electricity. Does kind of suck for Ganon's melee-heavy army, though. Dang, I don't have a good way of dispelling that either, because I'm kind of out of casting points. I may have to... Oh, I'm going to have to consider a lot of my units to be worthy sacrifices in this one. I just need to... Well, actually, the Exalted, it doesn't matter if he dies, so... Let's, Man, a lot of melee here. That's not really good for me. I should have seen Static Electricity coming. This is going to be harder than I thought. I could help out the Shock Troopers with their resistance by giving one of them Touched by Faith, which I think I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to give that to the Troll. Really, the only thing that can threaten him at all right now is Static Electricity, and he, well, he is, his resistance is also lower than the Orcs too. So yeah, we'll start with the Troll. What I'm going to do is move Ganon here. These guys over here, I guess. Don't really want to open them up to a flank attack, but here, actually, here's what I can do. Go like this. We can absorb pain for Ganon. Ganon can touch by faith on this guy. I want to use this reanimator to heal that shock trooper. And we will see what they throw at me. The flyers can actually reach quite a bit here, including Ganon, which I don't really like. I think what I'll do is move the troll there, move the healthy shock trooper towards the front, move this guy in the back. The Draconian apprentice, which is back there, can have fireball. He's got AoE stun, but he's not close enough to do it right now, so he'll probably be okay. And then I think what I'm gonna do is hold ground here for a second, let him charge, and maybe hit the apprentice with the... Actually, you know what? I wonder if I could kill the apprentice. That's a gold rank shock trooper. He's got killing momentum. So if I can kill the apprentice, I can probably still go on guard. So I'm going to use the giant to lob a boulder over there. Try to soften him up a bit. There's a lot of stuff that could hit the giant, but the giant's got a lot of health, so... is the reanimator in any danger of getting killed? Nope, doesn't look like it. So yeah, let's do this. Let's take him out of the picture so he doesn't have 3 chances to stun something. 18 to 28, we'll just make dang sure with Warcry. And unfortunately, he did get stunned. Okay, well that means I'm gonna probably have to... Well, that means he's probably dead. I don't know, he's got a lot of defense. He can actually probably handle all that. I'm gonna move the troll a bit forward. And actually, if something goes after Ganon, that's no big deal, because he's got absorb pain, so no worries there. And is there anything cool I could do? I mean, I could try disjuncting this. No, I can't. I absolutely can't. Okay. Starblades, that's fine. Go after the giant, okay, that's also fine. They stunned him, which is annoying, but it is to be expected. Okay, I gotta play this real careful, because there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. Alright, you guys have killing momentum as well, correct? I believe you do, yes you do. They've also got fearsome, which I like quite a bit. I think he could take out that flyer safely. That's probably what I should use him for here. And I might try to grab a cadaver with him on the next turn. Oh, he can't take out the flyer safely, okay. Well, the troll is gonna be okay, I think, so move the troll here. Good, didn't get electrocuted or whatever. I would like to heal, but I would also like to hit this guy with some range attacks to soften him up enough so the troll could kill him. The troll's got 2 hits and will do quite a bit of damage. I just want to get him off of me. The easiest way to do that, how far away is all this stuff? Particularly the apprentice. I don't want him AoE bombing a ton of units. You know what, you've got Resurgence, and yeah, you got Resurgence, so you go out there, you can do something risky if you want. Okay, he's dead. And so far, Troll is not getting stunned, which is good. Now that leaves, that allows Ganon to now fall back. In fact, most of my units, I think, are gonna fall back here. Ganon, I'm gonna move over here to where he's relatively safe-ish, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually use Bestow Iron Heart on this unit to try to help with those stuns. He can move back here. This other one I'm gonna have kind of hang out here and sort of guard the halfling. I'm gonna leave my units sort of spread out a little bit just so that they don't get AoE bombed by that Draconian stun. Keep throwing Star Blades and stuff. That's what I want you to do. Yeah. Do that. No nasty powerful spells. Alright, so we got a good hit there. Stun the giant again, but the troll is still standing fast, so that's good. Ganon's got a little side project over here. It looks like we've got these guys trying to interfere, so I think that should be pretty easy for Ganon to deal with. He does not have any... Ganon's got pretty dang good resistance. Oh, he does also have shock weakness, though. So, why does he have that? Is that from static electricity? Might be from static electricity. Shock weakness from static electricity, yep. Forgot that gives it to all the units on the battlefield as well. Ganon's range attacks are a bit lacking. I could try converting. I haven't been doing that enough lately. I wonder if these guys could inflict curse on him. Did they have inflict curse? They have inflict despair, inflict curse. I'm gonna try to have Ganon convert that guy. Seems like a good pickup. And he could hang out with the Exalted if I can manage to keep him. Okay, it didn't help much, but at least got it up to 42%. And if this doesn't work, I'll just pull the Shock Trooper over and have him deal with it. Nope, okay, that's fine, I guess. Panic him, did it panic him? Okay, I at least panicked him, so... And the Shock Trooper didn't get stunned either, so that's good. I don't like battles like this, because you're always worried about the RNG of it. Alright. The Flyer is ripe for the picking, if I can get him. The Knight... You know what, I think I want these guys to take the hit from the Knight and go after the Apprentice. Alright, he's probably going to die if I do that, but I really want to kill him. I really want to just fly out there, War Cry, and kick his butt. But I don't want to take an attack of opportunity from the Knight, so... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. You go all the way around. He's probably going to die here, but that's okay. He got stunned. That's what I was sort of expecting. You kill him. Then run around here and turn him around. Then you can go out here, War Cry, and try to kill that guy. Okay, good, he's down. And there, I'm gonna lose some stuff here, but everything's got resurgence, so it's fine. That guy tried to run away, so he died. Oh, he dominated the giant. Well, that's not okay. Did anyone actually die? My Shock Trooper did, I think. Alright, well, you being dominated is certainly not okay. I could break control if Gay can get Ganon close enough to him. Could also just try to beat the crap out of the Horror. The good thing is he'll just use boulders and run away, so I should be okay. I think you can get rid of that Knight. There you go. A Reanimator will do practically nothing to that guy. I can maybe have him pick up a cadaver somewhere, use up an action point. Or is there a dead unit next to him somewhere? The Draconian Raptor, that would do it. Okay, do that. Oh, he's got healing again, too. That may have been more useful, but, oh, that's okay. I'll just take that cadaver and sacrifice him to eat up at least one action point on this thing. Alright, and then Ganon... I wonder if you could web that thing. Could try. Nice, alright, cool. Then it's just you. He's He's only got one action point left. I imagine he may go after the reanimator. We'll see. Aww. So now Ganon's absorbed pain is gone, so I gotta be a little more careful. What I want to do is probably have the fire trooper smack that guy upside the head a few times, or the shock trooper, smash that guy upside the head a few times. He is greater webbed, so he's still got 2 turns of sitting in that. I think between the troll and Ganon, I could probably kill this thing. So what I'm gonna do is send you over here. Actually, we'll let the troll do his work first. Alright, troll got eaten, but that thing took a crap ton of damage, which means Ganon should actually be able to finish it off. He's got fearsome, but Ganon has 100% spirit protect, so can't be panicked. Nice. Good job, sir. Alright. That pretty much seals the deal here, I think. Use some healing. Ooh, a nice crit. And we'll wait one more turn, because there's no rush on this guy. It's actually better to kill him with a range attack. So we'll back you up, because he's going to explode. Is there anyone else that can be healed? Yes, Ganon could heal that giant, who actually really does need it. And you can use a range attack. And that's that. So, that green army's been dealt with. And there's this other random guy over here. Shouldn't be hard to get to. Yep, because of the road, so I can easily get this. We'll send the giant out because he's got more movement. Should be able to safely auto-combat this one, but I don't know. The sorcerer's got spells, so I'm just gonna manual this to... Oh, I forgot to bring the other guy over. Could have used some healing. Well, we'll give it all to this shock trooper, I guess. Ouch. Sucks to be you, buddy. He's gonna guard break this guy. And he's panicked. You're just having a rough day, aren't you? Alright, a little lifesteal on top of everything else. I'll take it. Okay, so that takes care of Green's little group here. I kind of need to keep Ganon's army there, or they're going to take that city back, or I have to decide whether I care if they take the city back. I really want to like go after this green city here with Ganon's stuff, but I think I'm gonna hold ground for now. There's not a lot of reason for me to do anything too risky. I may as well hang on to this dwelling. If anything, it seems like Green is interested in taking it, so I'm hoping that eventually he sends his leader over here to try to finish the job. So for now, I will back them back off and form a position kind of like that around the city. Okay, so as we might expect, Karzan has leveled up after killing everything in the last episode. I sort of want to just top his health out to a nice round 100, to be honest. That sounds like fun. But I also wanted to give him Last Stand, and I think I'm going to actually opt for that instead. Oh wait, I can get both. Last Stand, which is a great pick for Karzan, I think. And is there a Killing Spree? He's already got Killing Momentum, Giant Slayer, Fleet Command, Dragon Slayer, Bloodbath, Stows. Oh, that's also a good one, but I don't have enough. I can't cast it. He doesn't have enough warfare points. You know what? I'm just gonna, just because I want to, we'll give him a nice round 100 health. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. For Karzen, I think resistance is still more important. Because elemental effects, anything that could potentially stun him, could ruin his day. That's the one thing I think he's weak to, so I'll try to shore up that weakness if I can. He's got slip away too, that's worth trying to remember. Okay. I don't even know what I just clicked on, but it snapped me to this city, so something got done producing, probably that Storm Sister. Oh yeah, it was the Storm Sister. They're still coming out of there every turn. By the way, I've got, I'm noticing that I've got a lot of shrines sitting around that aren't really doing anything, so now that this area is clear, I'm gonna start moving them up. I could move other units with them. I want to leave some stuff back just for emergencies in case something slips past me undetected, but I've got like another shrine here. And they basically just need to get to Ganon. In fact, I wouldn't mind having 3 shrines and then maybe 3 Exalteds there. If I can get a few more Exalteds up to Ganon, that'd be a pretty nice balance of units, I think. He can actually take advantage of those haste berries. And then this shrine can get these haste berries and make some progress towards the front line as well. See, I built all these shrines of smiting, and then I just sort of sat them around and wasn't doing anything with them, so I want to try to avoid wasting valuable resources. But like I said, I do want to leave some stuff back. Like, these kind of crap undead units, I'm okay with just leaving them sitting around, and just in case something slips through and I need a little extra help, so... Ganon also leveled up. Excellent. So Ganon... He could use, I sort of just want to make him into more of a general fighter. He can absorb pain, not really useful for him since he's the one I need to keep alive. Don't need undead slaying stuff because he's not fighting the Necro. So I don't know, I guess defense, melee strength, general melee stuff. I'll probably give him a little more defense, just make him harder to kill. Embrace Darkness is ready to cast. That I actually don't know for 100% sure where I'm going to throw that down yet. I was thinking Fug. In fact, let's talk about Fug, because I just warded off a pretty big attack here. My original plan was to reinforce Fug with the units that are down here. Having seen the units they had, or still have for that matter, in this area, I kind of think this army needs to stay down here by Westville. Because if I leave this position... Oh, crap. I just now noticed those guys sneaking into my borders. I need to get rid of Green fast. He's being a nuisance. I wonder if I could hurry production of something and get it in there before he manages to get in there. The problem is they could go after either city. Might hurry production of an Eagle Rider in both of them. Well, that one actually can't even. So that's the thing, is these guys go after, I don't know, the Giants I think I'm gonna send back up for a minute. Build the road as far towards the back as I can. In fact, I'll even extend it by a space just to make sure the Giants can get on it. So that whole army's on the road now. I think I'm going to send them back just for a bit. I don't think the enemy can reach Westville with that army on this turn, not even with the road being there. But these guys can't really afford to leave this area, I don't think, because then the undead could come through, cause more trouble. What I'm going to do is send them back up so that if Green takes that city back, I can get it. And I'm actually going to bring the builder with them if it has enough movement. Oh wait, no, I just sent them all. Okay, the builder is with them. Okay. Because I may use the builder to make a triangular road going up north so they can get to that city faster if they need to. The builder isn't threatened by these guys at all, so what I think I'm going to do is move them I'm going to move them here because the builder can build out to them if they need to get back quickly. And then they can get to either city and defend it if necessary. Or they can go back underground quickly to cut off Brown from going after Westville. I can't reinforce this city or rely on them for defense, which means I need to do something about Fug. Now, my original plan over here was to go get the Naga Dwelling. I've been meaning to do that, talking about doing it for forever, but to be perfectly honest, I'm more worried about the Necro. I'm afraid these Exalted are going to have to carry on to the east. I may still leave a small garrison here, but for the time being, these guys are much more needed out here, especially with the fact that they can dish out some spirit damage. They'd be incredibly useful against the undead. I'm going to abandon my plans to capture the Naga Dwelling, because at any moment, more stuff could show up on this front line, and I'm going to be in trouble. So, where does that leave me with spellcasting for this turn? Well, I can finish casting Embrace Darkness, and what I think I'm going to use it for is, like, probably going to put it on Fug for emergency summons here if I need it. That way I can get Spirit Elementals. They're fast. With the Exalted coming in, it's probably not as important, but I'm going to move these guys back and have them just sit here for now. And we'll wait until more Exalted come in, and then maybe go after it again. I do have another group en route, so they may be able to get there fairly quickly. Plus I got another mermaid man done this turn. Or merfolk, merking, merman. Everything's mermaids, and I don't even know what to call these other guys. Merfolk, I guess. King Triton, that's it. He's gonna go... Where is he gonna go? I don't know what to do with him. I want to get him to the Sorcerer's Army, if I can. So he's probably gonna... Because the other one I was sending up towards Ganon's direction. So he's pretty much just gonna go straight east, I think. As for the rest of these guys, they need to keep going this direction. Head underground. And they can kind of help. Maybe I can get the Naga with these guys. Yeah. Maybe I can get the Naga with them, and then I don't have to... And then I can use these guys to immediately reinforce up here. I like that idea. I think that's probably better. Dragons can discuss joint offer. These ones I might actually want. They're right in the middle of everything. Oh, wait a sec. No. Hang on. Oh, I almost made a mistake. No, they're a vassal. They're a vassal, and I'm happy with them being a vassal. I do not want to absorb them into my empire. I can't defend that if it gets attacked. For a second, I was thinking they were asking for a vassal proposal. But they are not. They want to join, so let's not do that. Embrace Darkness cast here. Great. That's fine. May as well put you back on the city with the other guy. Laboratory is done over here. Hospital is being constructed. After that, we'll go with the temple and then the observatory. Or actually, I'd say the observatory and then the temple, because the observatory will expand the city's borders. Then the temple, and whatever comes next, Grand Temple, I guess. Frostlings are very unhappy. Don't care. And New Goblin City over here. Yay. Let's start with... You know, honestly, I think I'm hitting a point in the game where it doesn't make sense to spend money building up everything. I think for these new cities, I really just want them to generate money. They're money makers is what they are. I guess a storehouse might still be worth it, just so they grow a little faster. Because as they grow, they do generate more money. But, you know what? No. I'm just going to set them on merchandise, put that on infinite, and let it run. Alright, builder is done doing his thing over there. I got another settler here, I think. Yep, he's done and ready to go. So start moving him into place. I think that's all the settlers I'm building here. So I'm actually going to probably... This city is big enough that it probably merits finishing off the Grand Palace, so I'll go ahead and do that. We'll get the Builder's Hall, and it doesn't need an observatory as badly as the other city did, so we'll get the temple and the lab. Shrine is in production for this city. I actually can't queue up the temple after that, so we'll let that continue. Shrine of Smiting is done here, so more to reinforce the front lines. In fact, I have 2 there, and I see no reason. You know, one of these guys is going to go south. I got to get one of these guys underground to help out the undead. In fact, I think both of these guys are going to go help out underground with the undead. I think I'm ready to just end that guy's career, whatever his name was. The undead dwarf necromancer dude. Already know, I've already dealt with that. Oh, that was a quick production event. Cool. Research breakthrough. Ooh, wait, I got a research breakthrough. Okay, hang on. What can I do with this? Oh. Wait, never mind. I don't think it gave me what I wanted. Well, hang on a second, though, because now I've got... Okay, no, it did finish my current research. Unfortunately, I could have used that on something bigger, but I'm gonna... Okay, so here's what I can do. I'm actually ready to do this on this turn. So what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna hope this works. I'm gonna select Blight Empire, okay? So now that is currently the active research. As long as that's active research, based on what I've been told, that will not be auto-completed by a library, which means that in one turn, I think I can finish everything. And let's check my events to make sure that's still an active quest. It is all-knowing, has yet to be completed. I think I can get it on the next turn. Maybe even faster than that if I get a big enough bonus out of this library. So, yep, let's do this. Let's clear some libraries. So, I want the big beetle in on this. I want the big beetle to look in there first. So 2 evangelists, we're gonna have to deal with some converts. The rest just being support units. Fairly crap, so I'm gonna board attack. And we're gonna want the priest in there so he can break control if something gets controlled. Appreciate that bit of advice. Take another big beetle, probably a second priest just to be on the safe side. I think I want her in there for some variety. I want him in there for killing momentum. That group should do just fine. Probable victory, it says. I think it's higher than that, but let's do it. This should get me either Armageddon or Holy War. One of those 2. Aha, your convert has failed. Now you will pay dearly. Alright, let's readjust the camera a bit here because these places have walls everywhere. Okay, I want to... Well, he can't convert again for a while. That Frost Queen needs XP. I want her to be able to freeze stuff. I just rush out there and attack him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just don't want anyone to die because I gotta remember not everyone here has resurgence. In fact, I think I'm gonna open up with a curse. Maybe a curse on that human priest in the back. Slow him down and be a nuisance. I'll curse the evangelist just for fun. Takes away some of his ability to retaliate, so with that in mind, I think I'm going to charge in. These guys have killing momentum, so I should be able to do this. Move here. Either defend or attack. Probably attack in this scenario. Can't finish her off right now, but it's okay. I'll move him up and just sort of sit in the middle of everything on defense, I guess. She can go here and have healing at the ready. Yep, Werepanther it is. That's kind of what I figured. I'll go after one unit. They still can't kill it. Alright, I want... Man, why is he so resistant to everything? He's not that resistant to the big beetles. You know what? You've got killing momentum. Use it. Alright, now you can get up there and heal him. You can move forward, and I want her to go out and go after the human priest in the back. So I'm going to use this guy to try to get rid of that high elder innovator. Okay, good. You can go running straight through, get that priest, and you can just move forward. You can go kill the evangelist. Nicely done. Okay. I think this one's just about over. Okay, good. And a level for the Ice Queen too. So what did I get? Ah, just research. Dang. Oh, I was really hoping I could cheese it and get those big spells. Okay, well, if it's not gonna give it to me, it's not gonna give it to me. So I may as well flip back over to Armageddon, actually. And maybe it'll give me that cheap one for free. Actually, I'll do Holy War. Do Holy War, and maybe it'll give me the cheap spell for free with this other library. Maybe there's, beyond a certain tier of spell, maybe you can't get more, which is unfortunate. Actually, Holy War's the one I want to get if I get a research boost, so maybe it is better to select Armageddon. Or maybe I'll get lucky and get Holy War out of this. Maybe that's a low enough tier. Closely matched, but we're talking about Orc Crusaders here. It's not a close match when there's Orc Crusaders involved. Let's be irritating. Say mean words to the evangelists. In fact, I don't think they can even convert anything in here. These guys have 100% spirit. No, they don't have spirit protection. These guys do, though. Yep. So I actually don't have to worry about them getting converted. Everybody charge. Now with Orc Crusaders, I just like to push them forward and leave them sitting on defense. These guys can hang out in the back and just provide healing and support as needed, or just cheer on the Crusaders. Alright, now do any of you guys have killing momentum? I don't think they do. Oh, those guys do. Okay. They don't get that as a rank upgrade. Alright. So those guys have it. And they're the only ones that do. Alright. Well, that makes this an easy decision. Alright. Move forward. Heal. Not that it's really that needed. Ooh, nice crit. I'll take advantage of that. Go ahead and hit me if you want. I just want to get him out of commission. Okay, you've got a little bit of damage on you, so let's patch that up. Okay, so do I at least get... Okay, at least gave me Blight Empire, so that's okay. It saves me a turn of research. It's not as much as I wanted, but yeah, it's whatever. Okay, so then I guess I just let this stuff go and try to finish as fast as I can. Kind of bummed out that I couldn't get the high tier spells from that, but it seems that at the very least you cannot get a tier 6 or 7 spell out of libraries. Anything below that, I don't know. I don't know where the cutoff is, but that's why we scienced it. So we can at least rule out a couple things. Ganon's spider arrived and is going to immediately be sold because I have better mounts on pretty much everybody. So, yep, that can get sold. Item arrived. That also went to Ganon. I was just thinking about something, actually. I've realized this whole time Karzan has had this... Whoops. Karzan has had this weapon that's not doing him any... Oh, wait, no, it does have Demolisher, so it's at least... Okay, never mind. Still worth having on him, then. I was thinking about making an electric weapon for him. It's maybe a little late now to send it all the way to the front line, but I forgot that I put Demolisher on that so he could have something to deal with machines, too. For Ganon, I think the Fairy Blade is probably better, other than very specific circumstances. But I do like First Strike and Polearm, but Ganon doesn't have Tireless, so he can't really use it as efficiently. Yeah. He's more of just a run in and hit kind of guy, and this works a little bit better with defensive heroes, or heroes with Tireless who can go on guard and whatnot. So I'm going to sell this. Free up some space in Ganon's inventory. Also got Repair Machine. I think we'll hang on to that. I've got 2 of them here, actually, and they're not both really needed, but the other one's going to take a few turns to arrive, so hang on to it for now. Domain invasion down here, I've already kind of dealt with both of those domain invasions. Let's see what else we've got. Well, I raised that city, so I don't really care if there's a domain invasion there. And that city got raised too, so they might go take my watchtower at some point. Pretty much expect there to be domain invasions there. Westville's been taken care of. And Fug is in the process of being reinforced. So domain invasions all taken care of. Public baths next produce merchandise. Let's get that hospital in there as fast as we can, or maybe the Master's Guild first. I would build units here, but to be perfectly honest, goblin units aren't going to do squat against undead, so maybe actually a defensive structure. No, the goblin defensive structure would also be useless against undead. So I guess maybe a stone wall, actually. That might not be a bad idea since I'm trying to hold ground here. Let's get that stone wall. Storm Sister done, okay. Lord of the Deep already on the way. Goblin Exalted. Continuing production of them. I think I'm going to send... So I got this group of 6 here. They're kind of doing their own thing. These 2 I'm going to send out with Ganon and those shrines. See how many haste berries they can pick up along the way. Yeah, they'll go reinforce Ganon. Can they get that? Yes, they can. They can fly right over the mountains and get more haste berries on the next turn. Just try to book them out to the front line. Have them book it out to the front line as fast as they can. Or at least to reinforce Ganon and all those shrines. Like I said, what I want here is 3 Exalted, 3 shrines. That would be ideal, I think. Especially since they can all float above water. And then Ganon's army can maybe actually go on the offensive and try to break some stuff. The city's already got something queued up. Let's see if we can get anything else after that. I never did get a storehouse here. That's odd. I wonder why. I'm gonna actually do the storehouse next and then the Great Temple. Must have just missed it. And Summer of Love in Bleg. gonna just let that do its thing. It's actually gonna be a metropolis in a couple turns. Not bad. That city grew pretty quick. I may need to run around and dispel Beacon of Faith on some more cities. I might just do a quick spot check here, because I'm sure I've got that up somewhere that I don't need it. But it actually so far is looking like I don't. It'd be cities kind of in between my core cities and the front line. High Elf City, that's still growing. Dwarf City, High Elf City. Yeah, I think I'm good. And I already took it off that metropolis. If you guys happen to notice a city that doesn't need it anymore, just shout it out in the comments and I'll get to it. I don't want to spend too much time looking for stuff like that. Yeah, for here, I guess we'll just sit on merchandise. Assuming they take a city, I'm just going to have to go get it back. So, not a big deal. Hopefully, wherever city they take, they try to sit in it, and then I can just squish them. Back here... You know what? I think it's time for the city to just finish its Grand Palace and call it a day. I still want those casting points. Oh, I can make Firstborn here. That would be useful against the Dreadnought. Let's give them an arena. I've already got the Masters Guild. Yeah, let's give them an arena and then crank out some Firstborn. Why not? Always a good choice against Dreadnought units. Put the public baths here. Anything that boosts happiness and growth is good by me. Carzan's army can stay put. This little cherub can run the heck away. And maybe rejoin, maybe join up with the Carzan on the next turn just to throw an extra unit in there with him. I want this guy out there with Carzan so bad, but he's just so far behind. And there's probably going to be stuff on these roads. What I might use is use the cherub to scout out a route for this guy. But you know what I'm going to do is move these guys so I don't accidentally lose him with some guarded... Oh wait, he's not on the city center. Okay, what I can do is that then. I can put him here. Just skip turn. Okay. You've got your roads built, so that's good. Congratulations. I think I want more towers in areas that are maybe like little blind spots for me. Like maybe over here. That seems like a good place for a tower. Honestly, actually should have probably made more of a forward tower. Well, it is what it is. He's already doing his thing. You can hold there. You are needed up front as well. Let's see, where is he needed most? You know what? I think I'm going to send this one to hang out with the Giants. They've been running at a stack of 5 for a while. I may as well throw them a bone. I wouldn't mind having Absorb Pain in there to cast on that Shock Trooper or something. Alright, and then that brings us around to our Halfling army, which still has stuff they have to do. So let's see what we can find with them. You know what? Before I forget, I'm going to start casting a spell. Probably summon Spirit Elemental, I think. Just so I don't forget to do that at the end of the turn in case I finish it earlier. In case I finish it like in the next episode. I think I can finish this turn in this episode though. Part of me is quite tempted to run out and grab that tower just to see if maybe Green's King is up there. I think I was more or less pretty sure that this is probably their capital over here, but I guess it could just as easily be. No, that city's borders would be bigger if that was their capital, I think. Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell where the other edge of it is over here. Okay, you can see the top. You can see the top. That's actually a pretty big city. You can see the top borders up here. You can see the bottom here. I need to know which city is their capital so that I can go after it. I need an intel is what I need. Taking that tower would probably give me the intel I need. So I'm going to do that. It may take a turn of movement for these guys, but I need to figure out where they need to go. It does not give me much information. Alright, in the absence of more information, the thing is, Ganon's army can hit that city if it needs to. So, in the absence of more information, I'm actually going to send them down here. Do I have a builder in this area? I think I've got one. No, I don't. I actually kind of need one. So I would like to build roads as my armies advance. Well, for now, I can come back down here, regroup with everybody, and the tentative plan for her is to go south through this mountain pass and go after Dovah over here. Yeah, I guess that city's probably next on my target list. I was hoping I could maybe catch a glimpse of their leader or something with that tower, but no dice, I'm afraid. So they'll just have to wait here for another turn. Sorcerer's Army's just kind of not really sure what to do at the moment, so... Oh, great, I do have another shrine already on the way down to deal with the undead. He's actually not far away, so that's encouraging. More units bringing up the rear here. More or less seem to be more cannon fodder than anything else. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have moved her there. Because if those guys attack, she's just going to die. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, now that you are out of the way, let's auto-combat this. Let's see what comes next. I'm going to split these guys back up, kind of like how I had them before, with maybe one priest with each. I will put the Ice Queen with one, the Flyer with the other. Mix up the little guys. And have, they've each got a healer. They've each got 2 healers, so they're good there. We'll mix a couple more Swarm Darters in. And then maybe have the Priest go with one group. Other Swarm Darter with the other, and then this guy can just... He's like the awkward third wheel here. He's just kind of along for the ride, I think. Alright, and how far can everybody move? Can we get forward quite a bit here? Alright, I can move them as far as this. So we'll just go like that. And have him hang out in the back. Alright, so they'll just go on their own little merry crusade up north and kill what they can kill. They'll mostly be fighting independents, I think. Might find good spots for new goblin cities, although that doesn't really matter as much at this point. And I've got my cherub over here who actually is probably still in a useful spot up until these guys manage to catch up, so I'll leave him there for now. And then there's my big group of Exalted that I don't really know what to do with now. I was going to do that giant quest with them and kind of goofed that up. Oops. I think I still want this group of Exalteds clearing stuff up in this area. Just for loot, plunder, money, if nothing else. Where's the closest cave entrance? You know what? I think I'm just going to have them double back to this one and just get topside. This city will continue making Goblin Exalted, so they'll be okay down here by themselves. And yeah, I'm just going to send them straight after all that stuff up there. Sounds good to me. And then this tiger can just awkwardly continue hanging out down here. Poor guy. You know what? He's not worth the upkeep, I don't think. I think it's time for me to let the tiger go. Yeah, it's not worth the tiny amount of gold per turn I was spending on him. Alright. Everybody, I think, is set up and ready to go to the next turn. Got these guys in position. These guys are where they need to be. Okay, we are at the end of the turn. I am actually going to go ahead and let it cycle through to the next turn, because maybe something interesting will happen. Ooh, wait, I don't know. Could I have to defend some huge army? Probably not. I don't think Carson's going to get attacked again that quickly. I don't know. Should I go to the next turn or not? Because if he does, it's going to be a mess. You know what? I'm going to call it here. You guys can let me know how you think this turn went. There's going to be a lot of stuff, I have no doubt, that goes down between this turn and the next. But I don't want to risk another huge battle and have this be like an hour-and-a-half long episode. I am actually hungry and I want to go get food. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Adam James, Jim Bro, Tarsak, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.